wonderful team of riders. Hip, hip. The kids get to go 2.5 kilometers. You just did 7,000. How you feeling about that?
Just don't tell Brianna.
Just a couple of words on the Coast to Coast Against Cancer Foundation. The Coast to Coast Against Cancer Foundation is a registered Canadian charitable foundation. Canada's only national charity devoted to fighting childhood cancer. It is focused on improving the quality of life of children with cancer and, of course, their families. Coast to Coast Against Cancer ensures that 100% of funds raised go toward improving the survival rate and quality of life of the children and their families who've been impacted by cancer. Well, that lady, my friend and yours, has raised $70,000 for kids, cancer, their families, and IWK, and it is a reflection on every child that's sitting here this afternoon. God only hopes you don't need it, but if you're ever there, if you ever do, it's there. I'd like you to welcome the gentleman who was diagnosed with cancer when he was 7 years old. He's now 13, and he is a student at this school. Put your hands together for Logan Doucette.
Two years ago, when I was in grade 6, I was asked to give a speech for the Terry Fox run at my school in St. Andrews. I spoke about how cancer can affect anyone at any time. When I was 6, my grandfather died of lung cancer, and a year and a half later, I was the one battling this awful disease. I told the assembly how I was diagnosed and the treatments that I endured for 3 years and 2 months. Little did I know that that speech would help inspire a member of that audience, Miss Delaney, to bike across Canada to help families dealing with a child with cancer. The emotional roller coaster that families go through with a child with cancer can be just as traumatizing as the disease itself. Fundraisers such as the National Kids Cancer Run can help to fund programs for kids who have cancer and those who survived it like me. Terry Fox is a national hero for what he did, and Miss Delaney is also a hero to me and many of you who are here today. She dedicated her time and energy to train and raise a lot of money. I personally want to thank Miss Delaney the vice principal who was inspired to do something good. And I want to thank Suzanne, who I no longer see as the vice principal, but my friend, who not only achieved but surpassed her goal. Hopefully she has inspired many of us here today to do something, no matter how big or small, that is as selfless as what she has accomplished.
What did I tell you?
First of all, to all of you, Antigonish County, we have certainly, and Frank, you can support me on this one, we have certainly left a mark on the Sears National Kids Cancer Ride 2010, for sure. You guys are just amazing. Those were the compliments, those were the comments that I heard every single day. And there were from people on my team, there were from people on Team 1, Team 3, volunteers. The closer we got to Halifax, the more people started introducing me because I was getting close to home, and the more positive comments that came out of it. I spoke more about you than anyone else. And the compliments and the comments that I got from people, I redirected them right to the community. I told people what was going on today. And so they're aware of how much you've all been involved. $70,000 doesn't come out of one person's back pocket. And I think you're all aware of that, which is why I have to thank you as groups. Switching over to media. Okay, another thing that was happening on a daily basis is we always seem to be late. Team 2 was always late. We always left on time, but I mean, whatever happened between the first kilometer and the 200th one, we were never getting to where we were supposed to be on time. And at one point, one of the Sears outlets, the manager of the Sears outlet, asked Ken Cross, who was my team captain. Ken Cross is, this was his third ride. His daughter Megan was diagnosed with cancer 3 years ago. She had been in remission and she was re-diagnosed 4 months ago. And so he was the team captain, great motivator, great reason to keep biting and not get in the cube van following you. So the manager of the Sears said, you know, what's going on? Why are you always late? And he got into the habit of turning around and saying, well, blame it on Rockstar back there. Because out of the 15 riders, I was the only person who held the group back for interviews with a hawk and a casket. Right? No one else did it. I probably had the most media coverage on Team 2, guaranteed. Now, I don't know what Team 1 and Team 3 were, but again, that's just a show of how they've become involved right from the get-go in November. And so we sent the email, and before you know it, 2 hours later, we had an okay, we had a new route, we had a new schedule. I had it on email to approve, and Team 2 wasn't going to Charlottetown anymore. We were going to Antigonish. Many people could have put that request in and would not have been accepted. The money that has come out of the school and the money that has come out of the community was the reason why Jeff Rushton agreed that it was important that we go and visit the community. And Thursday afternoon when we pulled into the school parking lot, I don't think I've seen 13 happier faces, because that's what it was all about. It was a lot better than the soccer game, and it was a lot better than going to a Sears outlet and sitting down with 2 people who make biscuits and chili. Biscuits and chili can only get you so far. All right, and visiting St. Andrews Consolidated on Thursday was certainly a highlight of the trip, and it goes again to show that the community, what the community has done, is the reason why we got a chance to do that. So thank you again. All right, so today I stand here. I'm proud to have completed what I've done. I'm proud to be able to say that I finally understand what the organization is all about. We had an example of it. Logan is an example of what the organization does. The organization has a mission, and the mission is Destination Beyond Cancer. They are more than just raising money to help with treatments and help with research. With the 80% survival rate that they go by, they focus on supporting the families and the kids beyond cancer. And they all understand that not every child survives, but for as long as the research is there, and the programs are there, and the treatments are there, even after all of that is done, there's still more. There's still more that the families need and the kids need, and that's what the organization's all about. And I'll share an example of that before. And I'm standing here proud to be a part of you. Here in the school is one of the biggest welcomes we have had with the Sears National Kids Cancer Ride, and I'm proud to be able to say that I am part of that. All right. The board, those are all businesses in the local area, a few on the outside, not from Antigonish, who agreed to pay quite a bit of money in order to put their business logos on a provincial jersey and on a provincial banner. And a lot of money came out of that initiative. Sears Antigonish has been on board since the beginning. I remember Nicole Proctor and I going in and making ourselves comfortable on his couch. Right from the beginning, Robert Snyder has been on board, donated prizes. So those of you, either individuals or as businesses who have donated prizes for any of the events that have gone on, you are part of the reason why we get to celebrate today through your donations. Individuals who have given up hours of their time helping, organizing, and hosting events. There are hundreds of you. I can't thank you all individually. I'm thanking you as a group for your time. The businesses who gave us use of their facilities, Piper's Pub, Sears, New Bodies, Good Life, okay, those are all facilities. The hall in St. Andrews, those are all facilities that we needed, and without them, we wouldn't have had the success that we've had. People who have come out and trained with me, and to some of you that may sound minimal, but God bless you, because it's no fun to bike alone against the wind. It's no fun to bike alone in the rain, and I've probably cycled twice on my own throughout the entire summer. Thank you to all of you. The schools, all of the schools in the Sturt Regional School Board, those of you who have fundraised, who have gotten involved, whether it's staff or students with events, thank you for that. The organizing committee for Thursday and for today, I don't know who the organizing committee is. I know the few people who led, and so this is all here today because of them. So big hand.